Welcome to The Truth is AI. While much of the world's attention remains fixed on the active conflict zones, significant developments are unfolding away from the front lines, hinting at internal dynamics and complex geopolitical strategies at play. Today, we analyze a series of intriguing events, from reports of mysterious deaths among Russian officials to the jailing of a prominent general, alongside the contrasting and often conflicting proposals emerging for a path towards peace. What do these events tell us about the state of play behind the scenes, and what are the potential trajectories for resolving this conflict? Recent reports have brought to light a series of unsettling events within Russia's military and scientific circles. The death of a high-ranking Russian general in Moscow due to a car bomb, and a similar fate reportedly befalling a Russian weapons designer, raised significant questions. While the circumstances remain open to speculation, such incidents, particularly involving figures of this stature, can suggest internal power struggles or external pressures. Adding to this picture is the highly publicized jailing of General Ivan Popov on fraud charges. While officially a legal matter, the swiftness and severity of the sentence, coupled with Popov's previous outspoken remarks about the military's challenges, have led many observers to believe this move is politically motivated, a potential silencing or consolidation of power within the military hierarchy. These events, taken together, paint a picture of potential instability or significant maneuvering within Russia's corridors of power. Beyond individual fates, the conflict has seen significant military setbacks for Russia. The destruction of a large ammunition depot is one such instance. While the cause is debated, ranging from targeted strikes by opposing forces to potential internal sabotage, the loss of such a critical asset impacts logistical capabilities and morale. Such incidents, regardless of their origin, can fuel internal questioning and pressure on military leadership. Amidst the ongoing conflict and internal intrigue, the search for a diplomatic resolution continues, albeit with starkly different visions. A proposed peace plan by Donald Trump, reportedly favoring Russia, has entered the conversation, eliciting varied reactions from both Russian state media and skeptical European officials. The details of such a plan and the motivations behind it warrant careful consideration, particularly in the context of evolving political landscapes. In contrast, European leaders have put forward their own counter-proposal, emphasizing a full ceasefire and the unconditional withdrawal of Russian forces as essential prerequisites for meaningful peace talks. This stance aligns with the position articulated by President Zelensky, who has consistently insisted on a complete cessation of hostilities and the restoration of territorial integrity before engaging in negotiations. The significant gap between these proposals highlights the immense challenges in finding common ground for a lasting peace. The potential influence of external factors, such as political developments and approval ratings in key countries, cannot be ignored. Changes in the political fortunes of international figures involved in or commenting on the conflict could potentially impact diplomatic approaches and the leverage of different parties. Reports of shifting attitudes after key meetings, such as between Donald Trump and President Zelensky, underscore how personal interactions and evolving understanding can influence perspectives on the conflict and its potential resolution. Beyond the major headlines, other significant events continue to unfold. Reports of pro-Ukrainian resistance activities behind enemy lines demonstrate ongoing challenges to control in occupied territories. Technical issues, such as a malfunctioning Russian satellite, highlight potential vulnerabilities in infrastructure. Furthermore, the sobering reality of a large number of missing Russian soldiers speaks to the human cost of the conflict and the opacity surrounding casualties. The conflict's impact is also starkly illustrated by visits to civilian areas struck by missiles, serving as a grim reminder of the devastation. Considering these intertwined factors, internal pressures within Russia, military realities on the ground, and the diverse peace proposals, what are the potential paths forward? Will internal dynamics within Russia influence its approach to the conflict and potential negotiations? Can a bridge be built between the vastly different visions for peace? Or are further shifts on the ground necessary to alter the diplomatic calculus? The resolution of this conflict will likely depend on a complex interplay of military developments, internal political considerations within Russia, the sustained support and unified stance of international actors, and the willingness of all parties to engage in genuine and constructive dialogue. In conclusion, the conflict is not a monolithic entity, but a multifaceted crisis with significant developments occurring on multiple fronts. Reports of intrigue and instability within Russia, coupled with military challenges, run parallel to the complex and often contradictory efforts to find a path towards peace. The gap between competing proposals remains wide, reflecting the deep-seated disagreements and the high stakes involved. Understanding these various layers, from the internal dynamics within Russia to the external diplomatic pressures and the humanitarian impact, is crucial for comprehending the trajectory of this conflict and the potential for a future resolution. If you found this factual analysis insightful, please give this video a like. And for more deep dives into the complex realities shaping our world, make sure to subscribe to The Truth is AI and hit the notification bell.